Well, have hopes for an early solution to the Naga peace issue been dashed once again? Well, despite renewed enthusiasm, are the talks heading for another stalemate? Well, with the NSCN-IM standing firm on the flag and constitution issue, what are the options open before the government of India? Well, the latest statement made by the NSCN-IM has raised questions on whether the talks are indeed heading towards the right direction, despite efforts being put in by the negotiating parties. The NSCN-IM in its release stated that talks with the government of India's new interlocutor have failed to live up to all the hype. The strongly worded statement claims that barely weeks after the centre resumed talks with the outfit, after former Intelligence Bureau Special Director AK Mishra replaced a former interlocutor RN Ravi as the new peace interlocutor. The NSCN-IM also stated that the bone of contention continues to be the separate flag and constitution demand. And what is even more significant is the fact that the NSCN-IM has categorically stated that the Naga flag is not simply just a cultural symbol, but a symbol of Naga pride and its values. Hence, the flag cannot be accepted as just a cultural symbol. The outfit also rejected the proposed post-solution offer, which it termed as a trap. At a time when the NNPGs are once again backing the post-solution formula, the NSCN-IM continues to reiterate its stand on the issue with all firmness. So is it again back to square one as far as the talks are concerned, or is there still a possibility that a middle part can be reached at, since the talks are going on at regular intervals? That is, of course, the big question at this point in time. Well, for a perspective on this crucial development in the Naga peace talks, we are being joined by our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain. Well, indeed, Wasbir, at a time when there are reports that the peace talks are heading in the right direction and expectations were rising of a solution before Christmas, do you think that the NSCN-IM's fresh statement comes as a reality check? Wasbir, over to you.
Yes, indeed. The NSCN-IM's latest statement has clarified its stand on the negotiations as of now. The NSCN-IM has said that the hype generated after AK Mishra was appointed the new interlocutor and the talks resumed after 2 years, the hype has not lived up to expectations. That's what the NSCN has said in the statement. And once again, it has reiterated that its core issues are that of the flag and the constitution. And let me read out what the NSCN-IM statement has said. It has said that the talks failed to live up to the hype as the government of India continues to indulge in political escapism. That's what the NSCN-IM has said. Political escapism on these two core issues, that is that of the flag and the constitution. Now, significantly, the NSCN-IM has claimed in the statement that there was an offer to accept the Naga flag as a cultural symbol. The NSCN-IM is claiming that the government, indirectly saying that the government had offered to them to accept the Naga flag as a cultural symbol. NSCN-IM has completely negated that idea, completely rejected the idea, said that the Naga flag is not a cultural symbol, but it is a symbol of the Naga political identity. Now, the NSCN-IM goes on to say in this statement that the Naga flag is not just a piece of cloth to the Nagas, but a feeling of pride which helped hundreds of Naga martyrs to sacrifice their lives by just seeing the flag fly high. So that is the language to which the NSCN-IM has used, indicating that it was not at all prepared to accept the Naga flag as a cultural symbol and regards it as a symbol of the Naga cultural identity. And now, in the later part of the statement, the NSCN has clinched the issue, saying that, may God forbid the Nagas to accept any alternative arrangement in lieu of the Naga flag, which symbolized the political struggle and the identity of the Naga nation. Now, that is what I said, this is basically a toughening up stand by the NSCN-IM, made it very clear that there can be no alternative to the Naga flag, and they are not going to also accept the Naga flag as a cultural symbol, nothing less than a symbol of the Naga political identity. That is how the NSCN would like to regard the Naga flag. Therefore, it's a toughening up stand. Therefore, the challenges as far as the government negotiators are concerned only increases.
Right, and well, Wasvir, do you think that the challenge is on two fronts now? Well, one, of course, being between the Government of India and the NSCN-IM on how to come to a common ground, and of course the other between the NSCN-IM as well as the NNPGs, which again seems to be on a different page. Wasvir, your take on this?
Yes, absolutely. The challenge now is definitely on two fronts. One between the NSCN-IM and the Government of India, particularly the interlocutor AK Mishra, how they would like to, how the Government of India can reach a middle path, if at all, because the NSCN-IM has categorically stated in this statement, left no doubt in the minds of anybody that they are not going to give up their demand for a Naga flag. Therefore, the challenge as far as the Government of India is concerned is to reach a middle path, whether they are going to concede the demand, whether they are going to reject the demand. If they concede the demand, that will again clash with its abrogation of Article 370, which they recently did in J&K. And if they accept the demand, it will be like coming down from their stated position that they are going to regard the flag only as a cultural symbol. Therefore, it is a big challenge. On the other hand, the challenge also is between the NSCN-IM, which has been negotiating with the Government of India since 1997, or 24 years now, and as well as the other stakeholders which have come into the negotiation process much later, that is the 7-member NNPGs. Now, the NNPGs are saying that the talks have ended, they're ready to sign on the dotted lines, and the NNPGs are saying that issues like the flag, constitution, or certain other issues can be also taken forward after an accord is signed. They said that that some of these issues can be resolved even after the agreement. This is what the NSCN-IM has totally debunked. They have rejected the idea. They have said that the Nagas cannot be carried away by the post-solution narrative. That is what said, that post-solution. That means they have not named the NSCN-IM, NSCN-IM has not named the NNPGs, but have rejected the NNPGs offer or idea of resolving some of these issues even after an accord is signed. The NSCN-IM has also said that, we will defend our rights to the last man standing and not succumb to the flattering post-solution offer. Now this has made the matters more complicated, and perhaps I would like to in fact recall here what the Chief Minister Nephew Rio said after coming back to Kohima after a very long trip to New Delhi, where he said that there can be no time frame fixed for resolution of the Naga problem. He said that there cannot be a time frame. On that occasion itself, Notice Live, and I had said on that occasion itself that that was an indication that talks may not be running, may not be moving ahead in the right direction or in the desired direction. But yes, nothing is insurmountable. Nothing is insurmountable, as I said, and talks can go on, and it will go on. But the challenges have definitely increased. One, between the NSCN-IM and the Government of India, and second, of course, between the NSCN-IM and the NNPG itself.
Absolutely. Wasvir Hussain, thank you very much for joining us this evening and giving us your take on this, a big development as far as the Naga peace talks are concerned.